Bulls facing the Golden State Warriors. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Good on the three-point shot. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a three-point game. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Okoro wide open, he fires. It's good from long range.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
And it gives the defense a lot more to think about.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring, has given them another look offensively. Throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And Giddey gets it to go.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Healed outside. Green, the screen. Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the Warriors making a change here. Now the Bulls with it. They're on an 11-3 run. It's Giddey with the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. They're great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
And both free throws good for Giddey. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Now, here's Green. Here's Kuminga. The three-pointer, no good. From deep, the Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Giddey. The Bulls leading by 9. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Curry wide open. That three off the mark. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 15-3 run. And another miss by Chicago. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's White. Hits it from three-point range. White's got 5 now.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Here's Buzelis. And it's White missing. Curry outside. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
This is why you gotta be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Got it up. And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A terrific tempo.
The Bulls, 20.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Butler. No scoring in this one. And he's off on his first shot of the game. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter, the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
And now, Allie Laforce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. In the corner, Herter with it. Jones for 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Horford. It's rebounded by Herter. Here's Chicago. Now Smith. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor, Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
Now Moody takes the 3. And the Warriors miss again. Back to Jones. Pass to Herter. No good with the triple. And it's the Warriors' ball. Trailing by 10. For the 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. And again, Chicago. No good. Butler on the way. Golden State moving it around. Now, here's Moody. He has yet to score. Connects from three-point range. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph, Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Curry, good.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 7.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pass to Moody. There's the triple. And another 3 for Golden State.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Here's Giddey. Great D that time from Green. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Buzelis.
And you get the sense that guys are still trying to figure out how to guard Buzelis.
The Bulls have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First free throw is good. And the Warriors making a change here. Good on both. 32 seconds left now here in the second. And the Warriors miss again. The Bulls leading by 6. With the drive. And they get it back. And it's Vucevic missing. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Shot on the wing. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Giddey, no good. Warriors trail by 4. Curry can't get it to go. An efficient score, Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Down low, here's Okoro. Off with the layup. Inside, here's Butler, and it's blocked.
Making good use of his length, Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. Curry outside. Oh, Curry is so dangerous in transition.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too. And it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together. In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And I like getting physical, challenging the defense.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a 3-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. On its way from Curry for 2. Off target. That was a little heat check. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Buzelis. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Buzelis has got 8 points.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
It's White on the wing. To the middle. Here's the screen. Pass to Buzelis. Over Curry. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Green. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Vucevic.
And no wonder Green has been called the heartbeat of his team. He just makes plays that energize the entire roster.
Right side, Kuminga. Curry looking it over. From the arc, Curry buries the 3-shot.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Butler. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's a Okoro. Podziemski grabs the board. Now Curry. Got it off in time. No good on the last second attempt there. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors.
Chicago, 41.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Podziemski with it. To the inside. And it's Butler missing. Here's Dosunmu. No good on the triple. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Podziemski. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
And here's Herter outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Herter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the left side wing. Pass to Podziemski. Baseline jumper. Rebound by the Bulls. Beyond the arc. A putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to take that one back in.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Giddy, no good.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And the rejection by Smith. Here's Giddy. lays it in off the window.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Kick by Vucevic. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
Excellent job navigating the screen and roll there. Giddey showing his vision on that one.
Curry outside. Tough finish. Curry. On the wing, Giddey. They trail by 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Launches it. Knocks down the 3.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Pick by Vucevic. Here's Jones. From outside, knocks down the 3.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong positioning inside.
Kobe White. And get the 3. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Bulls trail by 8. Here's Vucevic. Butler with the steal. Now Green. Curry fires. And there's the 3.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Warriors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
And his playmaking was a big storyline in this game. He got guys involved and found them in their favorite spots.
That one is off. Crane from outside. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Curry from 15 feet away. It's good.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Nikola Vucevic.
Jacks up a 3. So we see the Warriors taking the game.